Namaskaram. During COVID pandemic, when pandemic was hit on the initial days, we saw many migrant workers were standstill in major cities where they work, and they have come to work. This happened not only in India and in major other countries as well. When pandemic was hit, they had no means to go back to their respective villages. The images and the visuals what we saw in the news channels or the internet or in the Google, it was so heart-wrenching to see them suffering. It was heart-wrenching images of them walking kilometers together and hoping that they will reach their villages as soon as possible. It wasn't easy for them. They were mentally disturbed as well, thinking about their loved ones, what if they are alive or not. So that was the reason they wanted to go back. If no any means of transportation, why not use their own feet and reach their home as soon as possible? Let's get deeper with this issue. Why do you think they choose to migrate from their own comfort zone of their village? In spite of having a small land for themselves, maybe most of them had an acre or so, but still they choose to move from that place without any surety, without any security of even knowing if they can make some money or not, but still they did choose to move out. Most of them were working in construction sites or in some factory. Most of them might have an acre of a land or so, but still they choose to migrate. Can you relate to this issue? Soil is weak. The crops are not yielding them enough to make a living. In spite of them making a living, they just moved out of their villages. Do you think if soil was rich and they were able to cultivate enough food and make a living, make a good decent money for them to survive and to make their child to get educated in a nearby school, do you think they will migrate? I don't think so. I don't think they will migrate. If you haven't met any farmer or if you haven't met any working migrants, you must go and talk to them for 5 to 10 minutes. Get into their shoes. Try to understand why did they even choose to move from their own comfort village and move to the cities in spite of making a penny. They could do very well in their own place, but they choose to move out. You must get into a conversation with them, trying to understand why did they do. I did one. So I got into a conversation of one of the working migrants, and their story is really heart-wrenching. They had no money. The crops were not yielding them enough. But when they go to a construction work, at least monthly, they can expect something with what they can eat, they can live, they can make their kids go to school. So this is the thing. This is the only problem. The problem is only one. Soil is weak. If we try to revive or make the damage reverse, if the soil is rich, everyone is going to live healthy, everyone is going to live happy because the survival is taken care. Only if survival is taken care, man will create a peaceful world within him and around him. So let's pledge to reverse the damage we caused over 70 years and not taking care of the soil. Let's pledge together to save soil. Let's make it happen. And Namaskaram.